Hello there, gamers. Have a wonderful day today. It's marvelous seeing you guys. Hope everyone's doing great. I got all the flipping stuff set up for Finnegan, and I'm pretty certain it's Finnegan, and I'm going to be upset if my flipping time was wrong, but this better say Finny. Yes. Does Jerry give us anything like really crazy? No. I mean, like, I guess I'll get the Jerry's at the same time while I'm farming, but I'll probably just flip and ignore them. You know, at combat, miscellaneous stats? What's categorized as a miscellaneous stat? Is it, do I get 10% better, like any farming related stuff here? That doesn't really look very flippin' helpful at all, actually. Okay, so Jerry doesn't do anything for us, but it is full max per Finnegan, and I've been waiting, man. And the reason that I want to do it is because a pest farming just makes so much money. You know, it's always been good, and I've made so many flipping videos about pest farming and how it's like fantastic, but that was before attributes were added to the game. And now the meta has changed, and I have a nice cheat sheet that you can like screenshot, and this should be like 100%. This is like every single thing that you need to do max pest farming, because I hate making videos where I show like a money method and it's like, yeah, by the way, in order to do this you need like 17 trillion coins. So but like I don't really think it's very much though, because like this is like not really an expensive set. The problem is that I have mossy on everything, but that's gonna amount to be like a really small amount of coins, so you could totally skip that. It like the money here comes from killing the pest and using the black hole. That's what, you know, that's what this has changed. I was told that using the black hole on pests right now during Finnegan is gonna be 40 million an hour from pests or from shards alone. The only one I think that I didn't do is galaxy fish. Like, do I really need this? Dang, but that was just like, it does give farming fortune, but that is like so insignificant. It's 10 fortune, bro. Like, I mean, it's not even like that. Like, I had to buy with 24 of them. It's 100 mil for 10 fortune. That is so not worth it, but obviously I'm gonna buy it anyways. This is so not worth it. Absolutely don't do this. And then one of the most critical parts about this entire thing is that you have to use a downgraded vacuum, because I don't want to one-shot the pests. I need to put them inside the black hole. That's like a huge part of this. You don't actually kill the pests anymore. So like I hit it once and then I place the black hole and then he just gets sucked right in, or not. Does it have to be lower HP than that? Oh, this is probably what we want. He put his on 20 like that. It's kind of like a lot more clicking. Oh, just kidding. It's fine. What I'm getting this right here, 58k, yeah? And then when I actually go to kill, I'm going to try to remember to swap to David's cloak, because that gives me like crazy hunter fortune. Dungeons now have mining of no excuse. Yeah, I should show the patch notes. They added so much stuff. The dungeon breakers in the game, it hasn't happened yet, but the greenhouse is going to go on alpha soon, which I think is actually going to be an extremely cool update. Oh, they made it so that Ironmans can buy cosmetics off the auction house, and I think they made it so that Ironmans can convert into a normal profile. Back when I did this before, you would set like the type of pest that you would want to beetle. It would be like 100% beetles 100% of the time. I get like one beetle. I don't even understand the point of like setting it anymore. It doesn't flip and do anything. They changed something, and I don't know if it was like deliberate or I don't know what happened to it. You don't actually get the flipping, you know, type that you want anymore. I didn't actually show the pity menu. Do I get any pity? Oh shoot. Frick! We're cooked. 0. No shot. I don't get anything. But I already finished trophy fish though. How much pest chance do you have? This right here, I probably should have shown at the beginning. 332%. It's got to be pretty flipping close to max. Oh wait, this is wrong. Wait. That's wrong. That's wrong. I had the wrong thing. 344%. You have a common mosquito? Yeah, I thought it only went to common. Wait. For frick's sake! Oh my god. What is this? Okay, wait, but what am I missing though? Pest traps are 20% faster, gain more fortune. So the only difference is the pest traps being 20% more faster, which amounts to be a really small amount. Okay, well that's my time up because the repellent's done and the 1 hour thing is done. Okay, so how much money did I make from these? It's like a little bit. From the sugarcane, it's probably a little bit, like maybe like 3 to 4 million from the sugarcane. Maybe like 8 million from all the nonsense stuff, which is so bad. Like 8 million an hour. The real money is obviously from these right here. Where the frick do they go? Oh, I never even converted those out. After buying those, I didn't even get the farming fortune bonus, and I didn't actually turn them in. For frick's sake, man. What I get? 511. Oh my. And bang. Okay, 30 million. It's less than what I thought I was gonna get. I thought I was gonna get like 40, but if you add in all the other stuff, I'm at 38 million per hour. Bro, there's so many things happening right now. It's Jerry, you're the seal, and the fear thing at the exact same time. I'm on the alpha server, and I'm just noticing now that they took it off the scoreboard. It used to say Skyblock Alpha. Oh no, just kidding, it says right there, but I thought it said it right there too. Either way, it doesn't matter. The Mythological update is getting an update. It's on alpha right now. It's been on alpha for a few days. They put it up right right? And it was really scuffed, and they took it down after like 1 day, but it's back. So bro right here's got a bunch of stuff inside of him that I'm going to show in just a second. They added like a bunch more stuff to the event, probably like twice as big now. I was hoping that they were going to do this, but I was hoping they were going to do it on the Crimson Isle, because I feel like it would be so flippin' sick to have a pickaxe, and then you zoom around here, and it's like an ancestral pickaxe, and then you break the blocks or whatever. I guess it would work better on the netherrack than on there, but I feel like that would have been sick, because then all the mobs could have been like nether themed. And the problem is that this island's like really scuffed and it's laggy, and that would just make it more laggy, and I don't know, but I feel like it would have been cool. Regardless though, I'll take an update to the Mythological Creatures event, because this is probably, you know, Diana's probably my favorite mayor out of them all. This event has been like, you know, like a top favorite thing on this video game since it released. I think this is actually one of the best updates they've ever put out. So I like that there's a V2. There's a couple things in the patch notes that I want to show before I show all the items, some like really important aspects of it. Right, the biggest stuff is obviously the new monsters, but you know, mainly it's these two, right? Because the weight for the Inquisitor was 75. The weight for the Manticore and the King Minos now is like, you know, a fraction of that. These suckers are like crazy rare. I was told that their HP is insane and they're extremely difficult to kill, and they're especially difficult to kill because they have essentially removed magic damage towards mythological mobs. So I know it's gonna upset some people because it's like, oh, that's so right, like it's a big change. Anytime they change something big like that, people get upset because they like their, you know, Aurora armor and then their Hyperion, and then they just want to pull up to the flipping Inquisitor and just like spam right click and kill him instantly. Honestly, I think that's an extremely stupid meta, and I'm really happy that they made this change. I would love for this event to be more, you know, centralized around, you know, like hitting the monster with a sword or, you know, like something of that nature, right? Rather than just like spamming Hyperion on the ground. It's kind of a stupid thing, right? There's so much stuff in the game where the Hyperion is meta. Like, can we have like this event not be one of those things? That I think is an awesome change. Like, if it took 3 seconds for me to kill a monster with the Hyperion before, if it takes 3 seconds now, and it's not like twice as long, 3 times as long to kill the monster, I feel like it's gonna be okay, right? Like, players will come around. There's some other stuff down here. The new items I'll show. Carnival perks means they flipping cooked me, and I gotta do even more carnivals. This is a big deal though, right here, this one, because there's a new anvil, and that anvil then allows you to upgrade the, you know, like the stuff that has existed from the Diana event. And I think this is a big deal because Remedies is actually a best in slot pet item, and now it's 20% better. So I feel like that's actually kind of crazy. Middle's Relic as well is now 17% better. I feel like that's a rather big deal. Some loot changes. They added higher tier spades, which I think is actually a sick change. I'll have to look at that in just a second. They added a die, 1 in a million chance. This is interesting because unlike all the other dies, they're essentially like all basically worthless because RNG meter. So if this die doesn't have RNG meter and it's 1 in 1 mil, I could see how this could kind of be like a relatively valuable item here, right? Maybe potentially 1 in 1 mil sounds kind of rare, but that's like pre-magic fine. So we'll see if that ends up being a valuable die. I also don't like, I don't know what the color looks like. Like, is it inside of here? Hopefully it's a flipping light blue, man. I like light blue a lot. Players like light blue. Can we see this again? Can I switch it like this? Oh god, that looks disgusting. What the oh Jesus Christ. Okay, literally seaweed armor. Okay, well, I don't know, like, even if it's rare, I don't know if people are gonna be buying that. That's probably one of the ugliest dies I've ever seen. The one that comes from here, the like this die, I don't remember what it's called. This one's bad as well. Those are both equally flippin' terrible. Okay, other big things that they changed. Magic Find. This is a big deal right here. Daedalus only copies combat stats. This is a tricky situation. This is a tricky change that they're making here, because when you go messing with players' Magic Find, they tend to not be very thrilled about that. I understand their logic. If you were to read the little paragraph below it, it says that this item makes it very difficult to balance the game because Magic Find is all screwy with like the multiplier that the sword used to give. So I get their logic, but this is one of those changes where it's like you should probably try to figure it out, you know, without taking away players' Magic Find. You know, they say we didn't take away the Magic Find because we give it back to you in new equipment, but the new equipment only applies to the Mythological event as far as I can tell here, right? I don't know if it's a very good compromise. Like, you're gonna upset people with you know, with a change like this. I just don't know if the pros that they gain by taking it away, you know, meaning that they can balance stuff easier, actually like justifies the cons of upsetting players by taking away their Magic Find. I just don't know if it's really like that good of a change. Like, they probably should figure out a better way to do this than just like, you know, cutting the Magic Find stat out of the copy pet stats, you know, multiplicable thing. I should show the new items. There's probably tons of stuff inside of here. What do we got? Oh my gosh, this is a big deal because there's an actual mythological armor now, which I feel like is sweet. sweet that it's like, you know, like it has its own armor set and its own stuff. And these are the updated spades, which I feel like is very cool too. It's got its own equipment set. The griffin goes into a mythic now, which is a big deal. I don't know if that's a requirement to get the new monsters, the 2 new like high level ones. I assume so, probably, right? There was another consumable too that you eat that probably gives some Skywalk XP. I think it's this thing right here. This is like the top level equipment, right? So does this, you know, do you craft it with the lower equipment? Okay. Wait, does the armor work like that? So there's a cheap version and then it upgrades to like the really expensive version. Same applies to the equipment set as well. I need the griffin though, for sure. I need that. And then I need this, and then I need this, and then it's probably bouquet for me. How sweet. You have to give it back though, motherfucker. Okay, so does it add that at the bottom, +1 tracking, or was that, I should have looked at it before. So my thing should already be good to go. Actually, it's not, because they added that new enchant. Can I get the new enchant? They made it so that venomous, I think, it goes up to 7 now. I don't know what flipping item that right there. So that's pretty cute. Wait, did they make this so this doesn't get -100 anymore? Wait, that's insane. Did they take it away across the board? So none of them get -100? Why does this even reforge? What does a reforge do on this? Did they add a reforge that's like applicable to this thing specifically? Bro, it doesn't get -100 anymore. That's insane. Okay, so this one goes on here. This reforge, which gives 20 speed, which is pretty cute. Chains always consist of 2 additional burrows. The fact that the chains are longer now substantially increases the chance of you getting an Inquisitor. How much damage do I do? Still tons. Okay, cool. I am a little intimidated by what these, you know, new mobs are gonna look like. What the frick was that? That was clearly one of the new ones, not one of the crazy ones with like 1 in 1,000 chance, or, you know, whatever that math comes out to be. What's the new armor do? All sorts of flipping stuff. Clearly it makes it so my burrows are ginormous. 20 magic find, mythological mobs, reduces damage, grants 2 times stats, and it looks sweet. I have a feeling that this is gonna make flipping oodles of coins on day 1, because there's just like a lot of items in here and players are going to want them and they're going to be insta buying them on day 1, which means that the first week of this update is going to be bank because of people like me just logging in on day 1, insta buying everything for absurdly, you know, overpriced amounts of coins. Bro, I feel like they should trim this flipping tree back, man. This stick is growing big, like really flipping inhibiting the pathway here. You like almost can't even go through. What the frick is this? Which of these is not a pet? Do I have to click it or do I type it? I click it? The Sphinx is, oh shoot, this is one of the new ones. Oh my God, that was an anti-macro. It is a new one, but it's the same rarity as the Inquisitor. And it drops brain food, which I didn't get, right? I assume I didn't get that, unless it's a guaranteed. Dang, that was kind of cool. I thought that was like an anti-macro check. I did see that on one of the forums posts, it said that next updates to release will be 1.21, which I think is an amazing direction that they're going in. I just hope that it's combat. Please, no more money grinder updates. There's too much in the game. There needs to be a new dungeon, a 1.21 dungeon. What the frick? What? What the frick is this? Bro, what is that? Is that one of the new mobs? Does that have something to do with me? There's no way that was like supposed to be there. It had no name tag. And it made an anvil noise when I hit it.